Hi, my name's Manny Talavera, and I really appreciate you taking a look at my video today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some content here that will hopefully get a lot of you unstuck, get you really clear on what it is that you need to do to go to the next level, and help you to move forward. Now, this is the thing. I've been engaging a lot with you all, and what I'm finding in there is that there are a lot of people who are having some mindset issues over, what if I create something and people don't want it? And I tell you, I'm going to create videos. This is just one of several that are going to help you all to move forward and past all that. But what I wanted to do here was just create a video that's all foundational. This is all about building your business on a solid foundation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a number of other videos that are going to help you along the way. But this is just so you guys can get some foundation. So like I said, I want you to take some notes here. I want you to really pay attention because this can really take you from where you're at to where you want to be. You can have anything that you want if you understand this process here. This is what you got to understand. When a skyscraper's built, the first thing they do is they dig a hole 100 feet deep to build that skyscraper. This is all about building your business on a solid foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through this for you. I'm going to explain where everything comes from, and then what we're going to do I'm going to do question and answer on this video. I'm going to do some other videos that are going to essentially address those specific questions you're having about what if I create it and no one buys, or what if I invest a lot of money and it doesn't work. I'm going to address all of those in a video, and I'm also going to address them in text as well. But what I want to do is I want to walk you through this. Everything starts with experience and lifestyle. Lifestyle is all about everything that it is that you want. So what type of a house do you want to live in? What type of car do you want to drive? What neighborhood do you want to live in? Do you want to send your kids to private school? Do you want to have someone handling all of your lawn care? Do you want a nanny? How many vacations do you want to take? What you want to do is, when we're talking about the number, everything about lifestyle is about everything that you would want in your life. And in order to create that lifestyle, we're going to use a building process here. Now, the other part of lifestyle is experiences. This is the thing. The meaning of life, if you boil it all down, it's about how many great experiences you have with other people. How many people do you meet along the way? How many people you engage with? The type of work you love doing? The fulfillment you get from meeting and hanging out with other people. And I'll be honest with you, if you're really lucky, at the end of the day, you have a very rich life and you get to meet a lot of interesting people and have a lot of great experiences. And if you're extremely lucky, you can do that in a nice car, you can do it in a nice house, you can go to the nicest restaurants. So the lifestyle is basically the icing on the cake as far as experiences. So once you look at those two whys, the next thing that you want to look at is the change that you want to see in the world. And the change that you want to see in the world is the work that fulfills you. What it is that you want to do with your time when you're working. There are two things that you can do. You can go through life doing a job that you really don't like and doing things that you don't like, hanging out with people you don't like, or you can do the thing that you want to do, which is the change that you want to see in the world. You can help people move forward. And the next thing we're going to talk about is the money you get when you're doing these things. Now we've got a goal here of $250,000, and I'm going to walk you through this. And it's just for basically informational purposes to show you how this would work. But the money is all about the lifestyle and experiences that you want to have. You want to understand something. Your business is going to be designed to serve you and give you the ultimate lifestyle and ultimate experiences. The money fuels those things. And what you're going to do is you're going to build a business on a solid foundation that will give you the money to do those things. And the business is going to be a servant to you rather than you being a servant to a business. I mean, I tell you what, I do a lot of business coaching, and it's amazing how many people create a job for themselves that they don't even like. They work 70, 80, 90 hours a week, and they don't even get any fulfillment. They don't get fulfillment, and they don't get the money they deserve for the work that they do. So once you move from these two things, the next thing we're going to move to the most important part of this equation is the niche or the group of people that you're going to serve. Because this is the thing. The group of people that you serve will give you all the money that you need. It will allow you to do the change that you want to see in the world and make you extremely fulfilled as far as your work. And you'll be able to have great experiences and a great lifestyle. And the next thing we're going to talk about here, massive transformational value. Got this term from Frank Kern. Massive transformational value is your very best work. The thing that you do the best, that can create a lot of change for the people who need your services. So I'm going to walk you up the hill here. Your very best work with the clients who you resonate with will give you the money to create the lifestyle and experiences you want. And while you're doing it, you're going to get to experience the change that you want to see in the world. And what that will mean, I'll tell you what it will mean. It will mean, if you're fortunate enough to coach people over the phone like me, you'll have 4 hours of coaching calls, and you'll leave those coaching calls fully energized, instead of going to a job where you work 8 hours and leaving totally drained because you don't like the work. So, massive transformational value to the group of people that you want to do it for will provide the money to create the lifestyle. So we're going to give you some examples on this, because this is all about coming up with what it is you want and coming up with a number. Okay? So we're going to talk about numbers now. At $250,000 a year, if your average ticket is $1,000, which is very, very low, right? You're going to need to sell 250 of these. Now, if you're doing coaching, or you're selling a packaged product, or whatever it is you're doing, you're going to need to sell 250 of those, or 21 a month. Now, at 21 a month, I'm going to explain my process to you. I do coaching over the phone. In order to do that coaching, I have strategy sessions. So if you're going to do one-on-one coaching over the phone, in order to sell 21 people, you're going to talk to around 84. And I'll explain what I mean by that. What you're going to have here is essentially, you're going to have, if you're selling at 1 in 4, right? So if you have four strategy sessions and only one person buys, you're going to talk to 84. 21 are going to buy per month, and that's going to get you to $250,000 a year. I can tell you, I'm trending way, way, way higher than 25%. I had 4 coaching calls 2 weeks ago, and I sold 3, and those were like 20 minutes each. So we're going to break this down again. So let's say that you're going to charge $2,000 for coaching. At $2,000 now, you need to talk to 125 people. You need to sell 125 people per year. So the amount of money you want to make is $250K. At $2,000, your number is 125. Should be getting really clear to you how much, because this is your number. If that's what you're charging, the $2,000 is what you're charging. Your number is 125. And at 125, you're going to basically sell 11 per month. And to sell 11 per month, you're going to talk to about 44 people. That's about half of what you're doing over there. Now, what I want you to think about is this. 44 people, if you're closing 25%, 11 will buy. You will probably close better than that. I can tell you I'm closing way higher than that. So you might talk to 20 people, close 11 at $2,000 a pop, and make $250,000 a year. And I can tell you, very, very good lifestyle, very little work involved in this. It's very, very easy to work with 11 clients. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about $5,000. If you're charging $5,000 for coaching or a packaged product or whatever it is, you need to sell 50 of those a year. At 50 of those a year, you need to sell about 5 per month, 4.25 or whatever, okay? And at 5 per month, you're going to get your $250,000 a year. And if you're doing coaching over the phone and you're closing at 25%, you need to talk to 20 people in order to sell 5. So your strategy sessions, you're going to do 20 a month, you're going to sell 5, and that's going to get you to $250,000 a year. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this all in half real quick for you. What if your number was only $100,000, right? And you were selling your very best work for $1,000, and I can tell you 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000, these are all very, very low. If you're selling to business owners, $5,000 less than half of a full-time employee, you could easily charge $10,000 or $15,000 for your services. But if your number was $100,000 a year, you're selling 1,000, and your number and your the cost for what you were selling was 1,000. Your number here is going to be 100, and at 100 you're going to need to do 8.5 a month, or 9. And in order to sell 9, you're going to talk to about 36. And so what you're looking at there, you can talk to 36 people a month over the phone, 20 and 30-minute conversations. You can sell 9, and you can make yourself an easy $100,000 a year. And I can tell you what will happen is once you start doing this, the $1,000 you're going to find is very, very low. It's going to go way up. I can tell you I talked to 3 people, and the average transaction on those calls was over $3,000. One of them's closer to 8 when everything's all said and done, because I'm doing a joint venture with that person as well. So what I want you to take away from this is think about your lifestyle and think about your experiences. And by the way, this all is so important. I'm going to create a video just on this. We're going to get you to your number. I'm going to explain exactly how to do that. I'm going to walk you through everything that you would put on that sheet that would get you to your number. And then we will also break down niche. We'll break down massive transformational value. We're talking about coaching over the phone here. I'll also talk about packaged products. How many leads you would need. How many leads you would need to make the $250,000 or $100,000 selling packaged products. We'll talk about that. Now this is the thing. I hope I've explained this so you all understand it. I appreciate you all watching. I went through this really, really, really fast. If there's anything at all that you're unclear on, please post a question, a comment. You can shoot me an instant message. If you're not in the Coaches and Consultants marketing group, my private group, definitely jump in there, because there's going to be a lot more conversation in there, and this is going to be posted in Kimmer's group too, and I've got a lot from engaging with you all. Now this is the thing. You've all sent me a lot of questions. I've got a lot of questions and comments as well as instant messages. I'm going to shoot a lot of video. This is the very beginning, and this is foundational. We haven't even talked about how to do all of this, right? This is the big picture, and I'm going to break down how to do all of this. So post your questions. If this resonates with you, you know someone who it could help, please share the video. Because like I said, this is all about getting people unstuck. It's all about helping people to move to the next level. Post your questions and comments. I'm going to answer your questions in text, and I'll also create additional videos. I hope this has helped, and thanks a lot.